Okay, I wanted to make a video today because I touched on a subject near and dear to me about human ancestry, and I made a little chart which I'm going to include there, and it shows how generations double with each generation. The number of your ancestors double, and you only have to go back about 1,000 years. Each one of these separations is 100 years, three generations. I'm using 3 as a conservative figure. I think it's probably between 3 and 4, but 3 is conservative, I think. If you go back to about 15, and Mennonites started in early 1500s, and so I'm figuring when the Mennonites began, I had like between 16 and 32,000 ancestors. That's 16,000 people running around with their DNA that funneled down to me and created me, and well, same as everybody. Okay, and you'd go down to generation 30, somewhere between 30 and 33. You get a number that's so large that it virtually covers the whole Earth. I mean, that 33, you got what, like 8.5 billion? That's more people than there are on the Earth now. I read an article some number of years ago by National Geographic that said the population of the Earth, and I could dig it up. I think I have it somewhere, but I think I figured out then that it was like about roughly 1,000 years ago that these numbers on the chart and the number of people on Earth coincided. So in other words, about 1,000 years ago, the number of the people on Earth is about the same as your and mine number of ancestors. So what does that mean? Really, I don't know. Maybe geneticists can give me a better answer on that. I know that genetics is a big thing now, and what does that really mean? I have no clue. I really would like to hear from you on this, those who think they may be able to clue me in. But I do believe that, to me, this means that differences between people are really minimal. This, and together with the fact that if you talk to people and you look at the superficial physical characteristics of people, you'll see that it only takes like 3 or 4 generations for example, a person who's totally black, say black from Africa, to mix with white races, and they become people who are virtually indistinguishable from the general population. I mean, I've talked to people and they said they were like, they were 4th black or an 8th black, and I couldn't tell the difference between them and anyone else. I mean, it's like, dude, if you hadn't told me that, I wouldn't have known it. And it's the same for American Indian, Asian, Hispanic, you name it. So that's basically why I'm titling this video Racism Equals Ignorance. I've noticed that wherever ignorance is high, racism is high. And there's just one other thing I wanted to mention is I read a good book recently called Mapping Human History by Steve Olson, and picture of Steve right there. Way to go, Steve. Great book, and I'd recommend it to anyone. There's a and on the cover, there's a part of it says he offers a genealogy of all humanity, explaining, for example, why everyone can claim Julius Caesar and Confucius as their forebears, and how the history of the Jewish people jibes with and diverges from biblical accounts. He shows how groups of people differ and yet are the same, exploding the myth that human races are a biological reality, while demonstrating how the accidents of history have resulted in the rich diversity of people today. It's a great read. I'd recommend it. And the reason I got it was because it's the only book I've seen on the subject that really gets into the generational thing that I talk about here. And anyway, that's my video for this time, and hope you all have a great day, and take care.